celebrating our 15th anniversary with Thomas, and it has been an amazing journey to watch his career just explode in 15 years. It's been phenomenal.
I started out working in the sign painting industry, the printing industry. Being in Detroit, that's what I thought the future of an artist would be. So I just followed that path and trying to make a living working with art in a business sense. When I found my way to Atlanta, working in the printing industry, they'd see the paintings and they're like, "You can do that? You shouldn't be working here, you should be doing that." And that's how I found myself working at Cafe Tutu Tango in Atlanta, where they let artists come in and paint. The first day that Cafe Tutu Tango was open, sold my first painting. Doing outdoor festivals where I would show up and set up a tent and sell my original paintings. And then from the outdoor festivals, I started looking into galleries. Gary and I met at one of the festivals up at Chateau Elan, and here I am selling my wine art, and Gary responded to it. "This is really cool, never seen anything like it." At that point you said, "I'm opening my gallery." Nice. And it was just like a few months later, and from that point on we started getting together, drinking wine, showing the artwork. And
when we first started talking, the first paintings that I saw was wine. Was there anything before wine?
As a young artist, I was just painting everything, anything that I thought looked cool and just kind of interested me. So that's where I moved from actually painting a little bit of everything to looking for focus in my art. I decided that I would paint things that were red. Anything that was red, that was like my focus. But I looked around what was around me and what did I know about? What can I put on canvas? Those were like Converse high-top tennis shoes, the Radio Flyer wagons, crushed Coke cans, things that were around me. And I sold those pieces, once I hit that red wine, sold off my easel. So while as I was doing that, people started sharing wine with me. These people that collected wine, and it was part of their life. So very quickly, I was already drinking way outside my, what do you call it, my wine budget. I learned about fine wine really fast. With that, it ended up showing up in my paintings about the generosity that comes along with sharing wine, drinking wine, the lifestyle that's about opening up a bottle and sharing it with friends and talking about the wine and the places and the travel that it takes to get the wine. So when you look at the paintings, you'll notice that the bottles are open, glasses are poured. It's not about collecting wine, it's about consuming wine. And it goes with the sharing. So
with all the brand new fancy wine keys that are out there, you still use the old silver rabbit in your paintings.
Somebody might not know about the wine, but they walk in and they see the painting and they see the corkscrew that's in their drawer, and they relate to it. They say, "Hey, I have that exact same corkscrew." So they're excited, so then now the connection's made through the corkscrew, and they're like, "Well, tell me about the wine." There's so many aspects of my paintings, and one of them is breaking down that pretentious thought of wine, that it's for everybody. Some people looked at my paintings and they say like, "Oh, gosh, you paint wine. I mean, does that get boring? I mean, how many times can you paint wine?" And to me, it's like limitless what goes on with it. Went from just the idea that it was just wine to almost capturing a feeling with the painting. My true love is painting oils on canvas, and that's usually in my studio, a little bit when I'm traveling. Doing the watercolors on the plane, doing like a big charcoal drawing when I'm at an event, it really lets me keep moving in creating.
When we did our museum show, there was this awesome piece, there was this deconstructed wine barrel. Tell me about that.
If you see some of my work, I've done like different panels of artwork on different canvases, and I've painted inside wine crates. So I'm like looking for these different things to do to make an artist statement. So when it came to the wine barrel, my mind immediately went to, let's take apart this barrel, let's deconstruct it and put it into a beautiful composition. So which was beautiful itself without having a painting on it. When somebody gives you a project that's never been done before, the sky's the limit. Just whatever your imagination can take over. That's one of the best parts about being an artist.
So our 15th anniversary, and we busted out the vintage collection for this year's show, and it was awesome. It gave collectors an opportunity to see the life of your work, a span of your work over the last 15 years.
It is a treat to see it. For me, especially, I come in and it takes my breath away, and it takes my mind back, and I kind of remember 15 years ago doing the shows.
So if you weren't an artist, I assume that you would be work in the wine industry or be a winemaker?
Nope, that's not where I want to go. One of the things I love to do is I love cooking, and I think if I wasn't an artist, I definitely would have been a chef.
One of the things I've noticed over the last 15 years is your generosity, the donations, and how you give back.
To be able to create a piece of artwork for a charity, it's sold and makes money, it's one of the best feelings in the world. It's really to be able to do that kind of stuff. I just found a local family shelter that they needed help, and it was like, you can actually volunteer to cook one night of the month, and I get to buy all the food, I get to do the whole menu, I get to create. And so to be able to do my artwork, sell it at the Galllery last night, to be able to create monies, to be able to help the homeless. It's just like, it's the gift that, that's a purpose in life.
Well, it has been an awesome 15 years.
Only the beginning, buddy. It's only the beginning.
And it's been nice to be on the journey with you.